Hi, I'm Shirley from Kansas City, and I want to speak again to the absolute life-changing experience I've had since doing multiple parasite cleanses under Laura's direction. No vertigo, no more headaches, no more fatigue, feeling better. My health has changed radically because of the parasite removal, because that was, I think, a huge part of my health problems. So I'm so thankful. My life with BioRadiant before I met Laura was quite different in that I've sang for 35 years for my church, and I had difficulty with energy, being able to receive the air, just functioning, if that makes sense. So it was radically different because I didn't have near the energy or the focus that I have now. What made me pull the trigger with Laura was pure and simple. She was so authentic, and when she shared her story, I couldn't help but think, my Lord have mercy, this is me. And you listen to someone like Laura and you recognize that she really was going to take you through an authentic program that was going to change you. When you speak to someone and say, well, how much have you had to spend? And how am I going to do this? And I talk about how in today's day and age, you almost can't afford not to do it, because if you don't do it, the deterioration of your health will become worse and worse and worse. So when you try to put a value on it, oh my gosh, it's like saying I'm investing now, and it is a short-term expense, but it will extend you to your life forever. So there you go. About 5 years ago, when I first found a functional medicine physician practice here in Kansas City, it was back in 2016. And yes, they did run a OVA parasitic, basically a profile for parasites. You're good. You don't have anything. And everything came up negative. So I kept thinking, something tells me that they're not catching it. I had a GI map test run. When I tell people what makes this program so different, it's because for the first time in my life, I can look back 15 years and see a trend from that test and know how to treat it. Yeah, it's a game changer. Passing parasites for the first time was a little unraveling because I felt anxious. I felt weird. I had weird cramping going on. And then within the time that I had that symptomology to when I actually sat and passed them in the stool, it was as though a light went on. It was like I felt so much better. Everything was different. And to explain that to someone is it sounds woo-woo, but it's not. And it makes sense. So yes, I can tell you that I look forward to the next parasite cleanse because it seems like every time I do it, there's another change, and each one's different. What has changed most profoundly and what is so different now, we actually had a church service recently, and we sang a song that I used to solo, How Great Thou Art. And people were turning around in the church because they had not heard me sing. I could sing, and I could feel the explosion of energy that I haven't felt in a long, long time because I was so ill for so long. But to be clear, I'm very active. And so when I'm out and about and I have to go for days and days and days where I'm eating out and I'm with people and I'm under very, very tight constraints where I'm not able to bring my distilled water, I can't always do all the things that Laura has taught me. She has given me a sense of resilience that I haven't had before, where I can take my protocol, keep my maintenance intact, and not have a complete relapse. The reason I would highly recommend Laura's program, and I have already to several friends, is because it is a blueprint for wellness for the rest of your life. You will be in charge. You are empowered. You are in an amazing ability now to heal your own body. And I know I have the energy of people that are in 20 years, 30 years younger than I am. And they're stunned at how I'm able to keep up because I have health now for the first time, real intrinsic health. And that's, to me, golden, and all the more reason you need to go with Laura, because she is going to teach you something that is tried, true, and proven. My ambition today is to be what I wasn't 20 years ago. And believe it or not, I feel like I'm better now than I was 20 years ago in that I can manage my activities, my volunteer, my love of singing. I hope to be able to stand on stage again and be able to cantor again and really just be present for my grandchildren, my kids. I'm going to have them all sign up because they don't know what they don't know. They just said, Mom, there's something different about you. And truly at a cellular level, when you're healthy, you don't just look good, you feel good. So there you go. My favorite Lauraism is perfectionism isn't possible and slow wins the race, because so many people in the program get freaked out. And what she gives you is a sense that, you know what, this is your journey, your body. There is no hurry. It's your journey. And it really gives people a sense of control and really just tranquility. People just feel, okay, I can do this.